Psychology facts about human behavior that will blow your mind. Did you know that an Italian study found women who regularly consumed apples experienced increased lubrication and sexual function, leading to a boost in their libido? That's right, something as simple as an apple a day might just keep the sexual dissatisfaction away. But while some foods can increase your libido, birth control pills can have the opposite effect, potentially dampening it. The secret to mind-blowing sex, though, often lies in one simple thing: lube. It's a game changer for many, ensuring that everything goes smoothly, literally. Ever wondered why activities like spanking and hair pulling can shift from bad pain to good pain in the bedroom? It's all about arousal. According to a study published in the Journal of Sex Research, your pain threshold can increase significantly during arousal, turning discomfort into pleasure. When it comes to climaxing, women tend to take longer than men. On average, they need at least 15 minutes of correct and consistent stimulation. And speaking of stimulation, the clitoris doesn't play a direct role in human reproduction. It's there purely to make us feel good. Nature's little gift to women. Porn often portrays unrealistic scenarios, but in real life things are quite different. Researchers at Stanford and Columbia universities discovered that women who had sex at least once a week experienced more regular menstrual cycles. And get this, nearly 75% of respondents in a State University of New York study said they'd like to have sex at least 3 times a week. But that's not all. Semen has been found to contain chemicals that can elevate mood, increase affection, and even induce sleep. It's no wonder some believe it helps fight depression. Researchers using MRI imaging have mapped out what happens in the brain during arousal. They found that different regions of the brain become activated in response to stimulation of the vagina, cervix, clitoris, and nipples. Fascinating, right? The average female orgasm lasts 20 seconds minus 14 seconds longer than the male orgasm. And did you know that during sexual intercourse, it's not just the genitals and breasts that swell? The inner nose does too. Speaking of amazing facts, sperm banks store donor sperm at an astonishing 321 deg F. At this temperature, sperm can be stored indefinitely. And while we're on the topic of reproduction, it's worth noting that besides humans, bonobos, a type of chimp, and dolphins are the only animals known to have sex purely for pleasure. It only takes about 2 tablespoons of blood to get the average penis erect. And contrary to popular belief, sex can actually relieve headaches by releasing tension that restricts blood flow in the brain. Studies have shown that a whopping 85% of men who die of heart attacks during intercourse were cheating on their wives. Guilty conscience, perhaps. Here's a fun fact: Greek couples have sex an average of 138 times a year, making them the champions of the World Sex League. In contrast, Japanese couples average just 45 times a year, placing them last. During an average man's lifetime, he will ejaculate approximately 17 liters of semen, containing about 500 billion sperm. And when a man ejaculates, the initial spurt can travel at 28 mph faster than the world record for the 100-meter sprint, which currently stands at 27.49 EP. For both men and women, the heart rate averages 140 beats per minute at orgasm. That's classified as tachycardia. Here's a surprising tidbit: Marilyn Monroe, the most celebrated sex icon of the 20th century, confessed that despite having 3 husbands and a parade of lovers, she never experienced an orgasm. A teaspoon of semen contains approximately 5 calories, and half an hour of intense sex can burn off an average of 100 to 200 calories. Talk about a fun workout. Did you know the vibrator was originally designed in the 19th century to combat the anxiety-related symptoms of hysteria? There was even a play about it called In the Next Room, also known as the Vibrator Play, performed in 2009. And now for a mind-blowing comparison: a single chicken egg could hold enough female ova to repopulate the Earth to its current population. Meanwhile, the Earth could be repopulated using the amount of sperm that could fit in an aspirin capsule. In Aztec culture, avocados were considered so sexually potent that virgins were forbidden from coming into contact with them. And chocolate contains phenylethylamine, the same chemical responsible for the euphoric high people experience during sexual attraction and love. Researchers have even observed female penguins engaging in a bizarre form of prostitution, exchanging sexual favors with male penguins that aren't their mates in exchange for pebbles to build nests for their babies. The earliest known depiction of a man using a condom during sex is painted on a cave wall in France, dating back between 12,000 and 15,000 years. In ancient Greece, the slang for oral sex was playing the flute. During World War I, members of the British Secret Intelligence Service, MI6, discovered that semen could be used as invisible ink. However, they stopped using it when they realized how badly it smelled when it got old. Did you know that a study conducted by researchers at the University of Texas found that women who engage in regular sexual activity tend to have stronger immune systems? That's right, sex not only feels good, but it's also good for your health. Regular sex has been linked to lower blood pressure, reduced stress, and even a decreased risk of heart disease. And speaking of health benefits, did you know that sex can actually make you look younger? A study published in the British Medical Journal found that people who had sex at least 3 times a week appeared 10 years younger than their actual age. It's like a natural fountain of youth. But it's not just about the physical benefits. Sex also has profound psychological effects. For instance, the act of kissing releases a cocktail of chemicals, including oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, which can enhance bonding, elevate mood, and even improve your overall sense of well-being. Interestingly, researchers have found that the human brain is wired to associate the scent of your partner with feelings of safety and security. This is why the smell of your partner's clothes or pillow can be so comforting. It's all about that deep, primal connection. Let's talk about the big O. Did you know that only about 30% of women consistently experience orgasm during intercourse? This is often due to the fact that most women require direct clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm. However, when women do orgasm, the intensity can be so powerful that it activates over 30 different parts of the brain, according to research from Rutgers University. And here's a quirky fact for you: the sound of your partner's voice can play a significant role in sexual attraction. Studies have shown that people tend to be more attracted to voices that are similar in pitch and tone to their own, as this similarity signals genetic compatibility. Ever wondered why some people are more adventurous in bed than others? It might have something to do with their personality. Research has shown that people who score high on traits like openness to experience and extroversion are more likely to engage in a variety of sexual activities. But it's not just about personality. Your brain chemistry plays a huge role as well. For instance, dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, is heavily involved in the brain's reward system and is a key player in sexual arousal and orgasm. Low levels of dopamine can lead to decreased libido, while high levels can make you feel more aroused and motivated to seek out sexual experiences. Let's talk about the impact of technology on our sex lives. A study from Pew Research found that couples who use technology, like texting or video chatting, to stay connected throughout the day tend to have stronger relationships and report higher levels of sexual satisfaction. It seems that technology, when used mindfully, can actually enhance intimacy rather than detract from it. And if you've ever wondered why some people are more attracted to a partner's scent than others, it's all about pheromones. Pheromones are chemical signals that our bodies produce, which can subtly influence sexual attraction. In fact, studies have shown that women are more likely to be attracted to the scent of men whose immune system genes differ from their own, as this diversity can lead to healthier offspring. Here's a fun fact: the concept of sexual afterglow, the lingering feelings of satisfaction and intimacy following sexual activity, can last up to 48 hours. This afterglow helps to strengthen the bond between partners and fosters a deeper emotional connection. Have you ever wondered why people sometimes feel an instant connection with someone? It turns out that this spark could be linked to something called major histocompatibility complex (MHC) genes. These genes play a crucial role in our immune system, and research has shown that people are often subconsciously attracted to those with different MHC genes. This genetic diversity can lead to healthier offspring, which is why it's thought to be so appealing on a biological level. But attraction isn't just about genetics, it's also heavily influenced by psychology. For example, the mere exposure effect is a psychological phenomenon where people develop a preference for things simply because they are familiar with them. This means that the more you see someone, the more likely you are to find them attractive. It's no wonder that office romances are so common. Interestingly, the color red has been found to play a significant role in attraction. Studies have shown that both men and women perceive individuals who wear red as more attractive. This is likely because red is often associated with passion, love, and even fertility, making it a powerful color in the realm of sexual attraction. And speaking of signals, did you know that your body language can be just as important as your words when it comes to flirting? Researchers have found that nonverbal cues like eye contact, smiling, and even the way you position your body can communicate interest and attraction far more effectively than spoken words. Let's talk about the psychology behind sexual fantasies. Sexual fantasies are incredibly common, and research suggests that they can actually enhance your sex life. According to a study from the University of Granada, people who frequently engage in sexual fantasies tend to have higher levels of sexual satisfaction. Fantasies allow individuals to explore desires in scenarios that might not be possible or comfortable to act out in real life, providing a safe space for sexual expression. But not all fantasies are created equal. There are some common themes that many people share, such as power dynamics, novelty, and taboo situations. These themes can often reflect underlying psychological needs or desires, and exploring them in a consensual and safe manner can lead to deeper sexual fulfillment. And here's a fact that might surprise you. A study from Chapman University found that the top sexual fantasy for both men and women is emotional closeness during sex. This shows that while physical attraction and excitement are important, emotional intimacy is often what people truly crave in their sexual relationships. Now, let's shift gears and talk about a fascinating concept known as sexual fluidity. Unlike the traditional view that sexual orientation is fixed and unchanging, sexual fluidity suggests that a person's sexual preferences can change over time, often in response to specific circumstances or relationships. This flexibility in sexual attraction can be seen across genders, but it's particularly prominent in women, according to research by Dr. Lisa Diamond. This fluidity means that sexual attraction is not always as clear-cut as we might think, and it highlights the importance of understanding and respecting each individual's unique sexual journey. And did you know that regular sexual activity can actually improve your memory? A study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that sexually active older adults performed better on memory tests than those who were less sexually active. This is thought to be due to the release of certain hormones, like oxytocin and dopamine, which have positive effects on cognitive function. Speaking of hormones, let's not forget about testosterone. While it's often associated with men, testosterone plays a crucial role in women's sexual health as well. Women with higher levels of testosterone tend to have a stronger libido and are more likely to engage in sexual activity. However, it's all about balance. Too much or too little testosterone can lead to issues with sexual desire and function. And finally, let's discuss the role of sleep in sexual health. Poor sleep can wreak havoc on your sex life. Research has shown that sleep-deprived individuals are more likely to experience a decrease in libido and sexual performance. This is because sleep is essential for the regulation of hormones, including those that influence sexual desire, like testosterone and estrogen. So, if you want to keep your sex life thriving, make sure to prioritize good sleep habits. First up, diet. We often hear about how certain foods can boost libido, but did you know that your overall diet can have a profound effect on your sexual health? A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can enhance blood circulation, which is crucial for sexual function. On the flip side, a diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can lead to poor circulation, reducing sexual performance. One specific food group that stands out is nuts and seeds. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, they can help improve blood flow and even boost levels of dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. So, next time you're looking for a snack, consider reaching for a handful of almonds or walnuts. Exercise is another key player in sexual health. Regular physical activity not only keeps your body in shape but also boosts your stamina and energy levels, making for better sexual experiences. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who engaged in regular aerobic exercise reported better sexual function compared to those who were less active. The reason? Exercise improves cardiovascular health, which is essential for maintaining erections. But it's not just about physical fitness. Mental fitness plays a critical role too. Stress is one of the biggest libido killers. When you're stressed, your body produces higher levels of cortisol, a hormone that can dampen sexual desire. That's why practices like yoga and meditation, which reduce stress levels, can be so beneficial for your sex life. In addition to stress management, mindfulness can enhance sexual pleasure. Being fully present in the moment allows you to tune into your body's sensations and your partner's responses, making the experience more satisfying for both of you. Research has shown that couples who practice mindfulness together report higher levels of sexual satisfaction and intimacy. Now, let's talk about a rather surprising factor: hydration. Staying hydrated is crucial for maintaining your body's functions, including sexual performance. Dehydration can lead to a lack of energy, fatigue, and even erectile dysfunction. So, if you're planning for an intimate night, make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Another interesting connection is between sleep and sexual health. As mentioned earlier, good sleep is essential for regulating hormones that influence sexual desire. But did you know that the timing of your sleep can also make a difference? The study from the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that women who got enough sleep the night before were more likely to engage in sexual activity the next day. It seems that being well rested not only boosts your mood but also your libido. Let's not forget about the impact of alcohol. While a drink or two can help you relax, too much alcohol can actually hinder sexual performance. Alcohol is a depressant, which means it can slow down your nervous system, making it harder to get aroused or maintain an erection. Moderation is key. Enjoy your wine or cocktail, but know your limits to keep the evening pleasurable. Now, here's a fact that might surprise you: your choice of underwear can affect your sperm quality. Tight underwear, like briefs, can increase the temperature of the testes, which can negatively impact sperm production. Switching to looser options, like boxers, can help maintain optimal conditions for sperm health. And if you're a smoker, there's yet another reason to quit. Smoking can damage blood vessels, reducing blood flow to the genitals, which can lead to erectile dysfunction. It also lowers levels of nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and expand. Quitting smoking not only improves your overall health, but can also lead to better sexual performance and satisfaction. Let's round things off with a fascinating fact about aging and sex. While many people believe that sexual desire and performance decline with age, this isn't necessarily the case. Research has shown that many older adults continue to have active and satisfying sex lives well into their later years. In fact, some studies suggest that sexual satisfaction can even increase with age, as people become more confident and comfortable with their bodies and desires. So, no matter your age, it's important to stay informed, take care of your health, and keep an open mind about the evolving nature of sexual experiences. Old people who always masturbate always end up going back to what was like in their youth. Those who find pleasure in themselves never grow too old to appreciate it. The wisdom of age teaches us that pleasure is not a luxury, but a necessity of life. Like, comment, and subscribe for the wisdom of psychology.